This story contains some strong language. Day 28. Extended. The army halted 100 paces from the ravine. Their commander trotted back towards them from the edge on his two-legged warbird. The setting sun made him squint as it reflected red and gold off thousands of pieces of armour, ribbed and detailed with pressed feather patterns. What in Trebar's name was he going to do? "Bring me the wizard," he ordered a captain. He had run out of options. The captain ran off but returned at a much slower pace, shadowing the wise man. Wise. The commander chuckled to himself. The wizard could barely stand up straight, the captain holding out both hands behind, ready to catch him as he swayed side to side. The battle-hardened troops, the finest in all Muria, stood like pillars to attention, but even they couldn't help flicking their eyes at the drunken idiot as he stumbled past towards the commander. Finally, he stood before his leader's steed. He blinked hard several times, trying to bring the commander into focus. There were stains dribbled down his dark brown robe, the uniform of his order, and as the commander's eyes continued down, he saw the bottle still in the wizard's hand. Its long neck and body wrapped in wicker meant it was not the usual mead or bar root spirit normal men drank, but the mysterious nectar of that mysterious band. It was said if the uninitiated tried it, it would send them blind, or to the beyond. The commander gave a pointed look to the captain, who understood immediately, snatching the bottle away. "Hey," said the wizard eventually, "I would have given you some," before taking a vague swing in the captain's direction and falling sideways into the sand. The commander sighed and slid from his bird's back, which ruffled its feathers and flexed its long neck. He helped the wizard to his feet. "We are at an impasse, wise one." He held the wizard by the upper arms. He looked like he could fall asleep at any second. Quite literally. The wizard leaned drastically to look around the commander's broad shoulders. When he saw the ground disappear up ahead, saw the dark crack of nothingness and the teasing flat ground all the way on the other side, he let out a long, low whistle. He looked back at the commander, taking in a long breath to speak, but letting it rush out between flapping lips instead. The commander closed his eyes. It stank. "I had hoped you may assist us, somehow. Alas, in the time we have taken, darkness is almost upon us. I also think it best—" The wizard swiped an arm in an arc over his head, instantly pulling the sun up in synchronous motion from the horizon. The effect was shocking, and even the front line flinched. "Oh!" complained the wizard, scrunching up his face as if someone else had just turned the sun on. The commander stood in awe. "What can I do for you?" asked the wizard, smiling. "We must cross the ravine, wizard. All of us." "Ah, yes, of course." The wizard patted the commander on the shoulder as he strode off towards the edge where he stood with his hands on his hips. Thousands of eyes watched the back of his shaggy head, for quite some time. Eventually, the commander took a breath and went to join him. The wizard's eyes were closed, his breathing a little too rhythmic. "Wise one!" the commander barked. The wizard jerked awake. "I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking." He turned. "We need a bridge." The commander shared a look with his captain. "I agree." They looked at each other expectantly. The wise man went first. "So, have you got one?" The commander had fought for many, many years. He had delivered victories to the kingdom from countless campaigns. There were calls back home for him to stand as supremo, to lead all the peoples. But his greatest strength as a soldier, his murderous rage, would need to be tempered somewhat, should he wish to move into politics. He had been meditating on it of late, and he was grateful to himself in this moment for having learned how to bring it under control. "We do not, Master Wizard. Perhaps you might oblige us." "Aha," said the wizard slowly, somehow taken aback. The captain looked the way the commander felt. He took another breath. "Wise one, we have just witnessed you move the sun in the sky. Would it not be possible to build us a bridge from the rocks, the earth?" The wizard put his fingers to his temples. "Commander, let me share something with you." He leaned in towards the leader, who began to lean away. The smell seemed to be getting worse. "Magic is like any force. It's simply action born out in the world. And what is at the heart of action?" The commander despised guessing games. The wizard supplied the answer. "Will. There is no way with no will. The sun," he flung up a finger as though someone may have forgotten where it was, "wishes to shine. And so it may be convinced to stay in the sky a little longer than usual. But for the ground," he massaged the dirt, speaking more to it than the commander, "well, it would much rather stay where it is." The commander was beginning to boil. "Breathe," he ordered himself. "Just breathe." "And so," the wizard continued, "we must ask ourselves, who here wishes to cross this gorge most of all?" He grinned his stupid grin around at his audience. The commander seemed only able to desire throwing him into the gorge, turning around and going home. The captain snapped forward like a coiled snake. "Fucking out with it, you bint!" The wizard was dumbstruck, looking to the commander for help, who only crossed his arms. "Well, it's obvious, isn't it? The army." Silence hung for a moment. "I will make a bridge out of soldiers. Extend it out. To glory."